radiant Atman. Fellow seekers of the divine, yesterday we were quoting a rhetorical question that Sri Swami Atmaswarupanandaji asked us one morning when he gave his address to us at morning meditation. He asked, "What are you to be liberated from?" And then he answered, "Yourself." These answers are meant to awaken us, to focus our minds, to make us think. When we start thinking, we wonder, what's left if I'm liberated from myself? Gradually, we are meant to understand that the yourself we are meant to be liberated from is an imagination in our mind. An imagination that feels that our essential identity is the body. Gradually it adds to that essential identity the mind. Then an ego. And then perhaps a witness. Then my wife or husband or partner. Then my possessions. And so we have a whole creation of what we feel we are, in a sense, essentially, and then we broaden that identification out to perhaps include our citizenship. It is almost endless. And is that what we're meant to be liberated from? We're meant to be liberated from any idea that that is our essential identity. Because we say everything from my body to my citizenship belongs to me. Who is that me? That is what we have yet to become firmly fixed in. We are meant in the spiritual life to investigate what it is that says my ego. What is it that is even aware that there's a witness of the ego? That is, in fact, what is most real to us. When we think of ourselves as a child, when we think of ourselves as we grow older, there's an essential identity that never changes. We don't think we're someone else. We are that child that was born and that old person that will pass away. If we examine it more carefully, when we dream at night, we say, I had a dream. In that dream, we had created a separate body, similarly, no doubt, to the waking one, but sometimes a slightly different personality, and certainly a dream ego that can have some very wild ideas. When we awaken, we say, I had a strange dream last night. Foolishly, we allow the waking ego, which was absolutely out of the position, out of the picture, to claim that it had the dream. In fact, we had the dream. The same we that says, I had deep sleep. It's the same I that is always present. Was present when we were a child, is present now, be present when we're older. We can have spiritual experiences, even an experience where the whole world disappears, the body disappears, our identity disappears, everything disappears. But we are there. When we come back to normal consciousness, we know that we had that experience. There was no body, no mind, no ego, no witness, nothing. But it was our experience. So here we are, all caught up with the ups and downs of this world. Confused, happy one moment, sad another. And all the time, there is this very subtle existence, subtle consciousness, perfectly at peace, never judging us, just there, that we don't recognize. We don't pay any attention because we're so caught up in our mind. It is that being so caught up in our mind, having it as our master rather than our instrument, that is our fundamental problem. That is why the point yesterday was made that liberation, God realization, is not an accomplishment of the ego, the false self. The false self, the ego, is the problem. The eternal self is here and now. It's who we actually feel ourselves to be essentially. Who is here and now is who is present during the dream, during the samadhi. It is ever present. We are simply fascinated, hypnotized by the mind. We have to see through this illusion. This is the point of the spiritual life. When we talk about total surrender, it means totally surrendering the false, not what is true, not what is true as we sit here. That never changes. We simply get rid of the false identity. Do we get rid of it completely? Perhaps not. Perhaps it's not necessary. Perhaps it's not even desirable. The point is, as Krishnamurti says, know the true as true. Know the false as false. And see the true in the false. There's an old saying in India, wake up from your long dream. We wake up in the morning from the dreams of night. Now we are called upon to wake up from our long dream and see our life as it really is. That is peace, bliss, joy, and as Puja Swami Atmaswarupanandaji used to say, total satisfaction. Hari Om.